The first time I ever laid eyes on her, I would say what went through my head would have been, my God, she's a very beautiful woman. And I just looked at her and I saw in this woman what I needed in my life.
3 in the morning, I can't be dreaming, I'm wide awake.
Aaron and I met at Mouse College. I actually was a graduate from Fairfield at the time that me and him met. But it was at a step show. So they were stepping, we normally have a step show. And I was like, who's this guy? You know, he was a football player, built. I love dark-skinned guys. I was like, this guy is really nice looking. But of course I didn't approach because I was young and he was a tutor at the time.
See all that I need to see.
Maybe a decade passed and she began to do my mom's hair. And I never knew it. She did my mom's hair, was working with my niece for about 5 years. And I just wasn't around. And I came over to my mom's house one day, and there she was.
I wasn't looking, but look what I found. I wasn't so sure at the start.
And it was like a rekindle of some information. You know, I never saw her in the light that I saw her in that day.
So when I saw her, I was like, oh my God, I always had this crush on your brother. I cannot believe this is your brother. And so that's how we originally met at Mouse College and eventually with his family.
If you think this is as good as it gets.
We have so much in common. She's Greek, I'm Greek. We both graduates from Mouse College, degrees in education. We just have a love for God and a love for family. I realized that Shannon was the woman I wanted to spend the rest of my life with the day after we spent the afternoon together. I was supposed to go to work, and so was she. And we ended up not going to work. We sat in my truck, and we talked for about 3 hours, just listening to music and just talking, getting to know each other, as you would say, all over again. It was spending that time of knowing this woman was special.
The qualities that I love with him is he's a hard worker. He's a supporter with myself. His girls adore him. It's rare that you find a man that take in their daughters, because most of the time you see the mom that have the kids. But once I found out that he had his daughters, I knew for a fact his love for me would be the sky. Also, I love that he encouraged me. Most of the time, I could be a little hard-headed because I'm used to doing things on my own, but I have finally let him in to push me, to motivate me. And once I let you in, that is a wrap, because I know we don't let anybody in. So, thank you for supporting me and encouraging me.
My baby.
This is as good as it gets.
I was a coach at Winona High School, and I spoke to some of my students who were in the pep squad. And they actually painted their chest with her name, and we did like this makeup, and it was like a fake raffle. And so they called her name like she won a raffle. And she came down on the football field, and as she was coming down, the announcer told her, well, you actually didn't win a raffle at all. There really wasn't a raffle. And so the cheerleaders pulled down the sign, and then the sign says, hey, Shannon, will you marry Mr. Pope? And so the pep squad began to yell, and the announcer told her, the pep squad has a question for you. And then he started, will you marry? And the whole crowd, will you marry Mr. Pope? And so I ran through the sign, and I ran to on the middle of the football field like I was listening to the papers and ready to play a game. And I kneeled and I asked her to marry me in front of all of the fans and the student body at Winona in Fairfield football game. She's a Fairfield graduate, and I was coaching at Winona at the time. So.
After he proposed to me, I was shocked, and I was really, really happy. So, of course, I said yes.
My life. 3 in the morning, I can't be dreaming, I'm wide awake, watching you sleeping, I realize there's no place that I